Yeah, we bring reviews of your house. Talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house. Wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house. We keeps it cool in your house. We keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yes, Mark's hating on his fast. Becky's niche on the man. Play with two like a lion. Household a dangerous alliance. I am a diamond like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
Fuck this shit! It's all about podcasts these days.
This is Leo Rush, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, and you are listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is AEW's Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutchison. That's Mikey Hutch. This is the People's Podcast. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boys, Con and Hutch, ready to get at work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to the sets. You guys can listen to the sets: Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. And oh my god, look at the clock. I'm checking the time because last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we hit them with that wire, round the clock. You guys already know what it is. Oh yes, the director's in the building. Me and Hutch about to kill him. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Doing very, very well. Had a great day today, man.
Good.
Very, very productive. You know, kicked ass at work, handled my business there, hit the gym today, got that done, did the family thing as well. It's a good day, man. It's a good day. And speaking of good,
Yeah.
you know what? Not that good is not a good enough word. It's not an accurate enough word. We're here to talk about a white hot promotion right now, man. Like
Yes,
a
sir.
promotion that you have done nothing but sing the praises of for weeks now. And but you are not the type to do that just to do that. You're not going to gas up something that's not worth being gassed up. Con House, if you guys haven't realized already, Con House is a man of fine taste and appreciates quality. And it's what I witnessed at New Wave Pro Wrestling was quality.
Oh yeah.
From top to bottom. I know I'm kind of stepping on your intro here, man, but I'm just so anxious to talk about it.
Yeah.
New Wave Pro Wrestling has what I feel like the formula that could very well take over not only Indiana, but if they wanted to in time, the whole Midwest. I mean,
yeah.
They with one visit to their show, I am 110% unequivocally invested in every single storyline they have going on right now. Like, if I could sing, I would literally be singing the praises of this show, man, like of this brand. And I'll go ahead and volley it back to you so you can do the proper intro here, because again, I know we're going to break all this down, and I do believe you're wanting to get my perspective on the whole thing. I had a very unique spot for this as well, as far as like where I was located. It was perfect. I was able to see everything. So I will go ahead and volley it back to you, good sir. So you can go ahead and bring us in proper.
Yes, sir. No, appreciate it, bro. And guys, we're talking about New Wave Pro, and it was still City Madness. And man, this brand right here, this brand is doing some big things, man. And I'm proud to be a part of it, because it was a special event, and everything popped off right. And we want to talk to you guys about it once again here at part 2. That is part 2 of the New Wave Pro Steel City Madness discussion. The first one we did with Docs. That episode came out Monday. This one is going to come out on Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. So put in your house in your ears while you're driving the kids to school, or maybe you're just driving to work. We're here to give you that work. And this show, man, I have to know, for you going to this show, let me ask you this first and foremost. When you first walked into the venue, bro, what was you thinking when you saw everything?
Well, you told me about the Armory, right? The Armory. And first off, I'm like, oh, even their home base has a name, like a gimmick, it's not just it's the National Guard Armory.
Exactly.
Not to downplay the National Guard Armory, because I mean those are great venues and stuff, but just
it makes it sound special.
Yeah, the Armory. It makes it sound absolute. Like, this is the place you like. If you're not here, then what the hell is wrong with you? It's the Armory. It's the Armory, for fuck's sake. Why are you not here?
Yep.
Now, when I walk in, I'm thinking, first thing I thought, because I'm going to do a very loose reference here, I'm like, wow, the ceiling's high. They're going to be able to do high spots here. That's good.
Yeah,
so I'm like, but then I'm like, wow, the ceiling's really high here. So I got to thinking, I'm like, ooh, the acoustics in here is going to be good. So if they pop the crowd, and this is as good as, I hear, then this is going to sound great in here. And it just had a good look. And then I looked up and I saw the ramp and the curtain, and I'm like, ooh. I'm like, okay, because you guys know, any wrestling fan knows there's a moment when you walk into the location. You could think, wow, it's either like, oh, they could have a great show here, or it's like, ooh, they're going to have a hard time putting on a good show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, you work with what you got, chicken shit into chicken salad. So
for sure, yeah.
Just because you have a rough venue doesn't necessarily automatically equate to you having a rough show. But I digress. Back to the Armory. The Armory is a dope location for New Wave Pro. I love that that's their home base. It's a great, it's roomy, and like it's got a good layout. And again, like, people's got room to breathe too. So it's like nobody seemed like they were all bunched up on each other, but it was a sold out house. And that was another cool thing to see. Like, Docs and I was sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Once we got our spot, and, where we got our equipment set up and all that, when we came in, there was quite a few people there. And I'm thinking, wow, that's a lot of people here this kind of early. That's a good sign. Yeah. And I'm thinking, wow, that shows a want to be here. So I'm like, okay, this looks legit so far. So anyway, we're sitting there chilling at the table, and then once they popped the doors open, people were just flooding in. And I look over at Docs, and I'm like, bro, I think they sold this bitch out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't think they have enough chairs. And then they had like it was cool for the kids. They had like the Elmo was there hanging out. So
yeah, that was awesome.
They had something for everybody there, which again, we'll get to, the matches and happenings and all that stuff. We'll cover it the way I assume that we normally do. But yeah, man, just going into it, I'm thinking this is going to be dope. So it's a great venue. I love the Armory.
Oh man, yes. And they've done so much cool things, they've done so much cool things just to make it even better. It's something that me and Docs talked about on part 1 of this series. And and they care. Like, there's care put into it. You know, you can tell there's love put into New Wave. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Like, and yeah, that's actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because I want to compliment every single person on that roster that works for that brand. I saw no cut corners anywhere.
Yeah.
In production, in anything. They utilized every single tool that they had to the best of their abilities.
Yep.
And again, there's, that it was awesome to see just that tight of a show put together for just, and I mean this term respectfully, for an independent show, for an indie show.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's not a lot of shows, and I don't want to badmouth anybody or anything like that. I don't want to be direct, but there's a lot of rough shows around. You know what I mean? And it's tough to see that. And, where it has its highlights and low points and stuff like that, but very rare do you see one put together so clean as New Wave Pro does.
Yeah.
Because it is from the lighting that's in the ring to the lighting that's on the stage. And, oh, my God, the themes for the talent.
Some bangers, bro.
Holy shit. Why does High Society's theme have to slap so hard?
Yo, it goes hard, don't it, bro?
Dude, I'm over there fucking bobbing and shit, and I'm just like, oh man, this is classy yet hard, like, and it slaps. It slaps,
Man.
again, and then there was Rammstein was being played, and I'm just like, oh, dude, like you're hitting my heartstrings right now. Like there was so many bangers, man. Like I was thinking, man, do they got fucking Ruckus working back here from AEW, man? Is he like freelancing for New Wave Pro? How many gets do these fuckers have, man? Like again, it's great. Like again, there's so many things. I know I keep on going on and on, but like, it's so it was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, what else you got?
It's a great vibe, man. Just a great vibe. I mean, hell of a show, man. So let me ask you this: you've kind of caught up with the happenings as far as post Steel City Madness. Some of the videos that's been put out at the New Wave page, beefs going on with talents, and what as far as let me ask you this. Okay, this is a good question. Now that we've had some time to think on it, and a couple of days have passed by, and you've kind of vibed with that show a little bit, who is your MVP of the night?
Shiloh Greaves.
How I know?
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. All the talent did fantastic. There was not, and I know it sounds like, oh, wow. It's like, he sounds like he's on the payroll. You know what I mean? Like, no, this is just solely as a wrestling fan. And I've been quite a jaded, as Khan, I've been very cantankerous about wrestling as of late. And that worried me coming into this show. Yeah. Because I'm just like, man, there's some stuff on modern wrestling that I'm just not vibing with. Yep. Man, that's not that New Wave Pro's not that type, man. Nah. Again, everything, dude. But no, back to your MVP, Shiloh Greaves, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And if you would like, I would love to go into why.
Tell us why.
That spot, that moment when he laid that young lady out, there was a collective audible gasp in the crowd. I had a beautiful view of it all, and I saw people's jaws drop to the floor. I seen somebody cover their child's eyes.
What?
I'm not joking, and I'm
I'm
sitting there going, holy shit, they got something here. And I mean, there was murmurs and just, it's like the air was taken out of the room, but not in a bad way. It was a shock. Yeah. And just to visually see what was going on in the ring, I'm sitting there going, holy shit, dude. It worked.
Yeah.
It was magnificent. I'm sitting there going, fucking chef's kiss. Mwah! Perfectly executed by, everybody. There wasn't one person in that place that didn't buy 110% what was going on right then at that moment. And I can't wait. But then the follow-up, I've been hooked. Every comment from every video, every single thing.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see where this goes.
Yes,
There's so many stories, and then the development in the championship match, which I'm sure we'll get to later.
Yeah.
I'm also very invested in that as well as the tag team match, which is going to headline the next show on April 4th, a tables match, which again, I don't want to step on what we're getting into here, but again, as I said earlier in the show, ladies and gentlemen, I'm invested in every single storyline in New Wave Pro. I went from hearing about it, and again, I still watch stuff, and of course I watch the stuff leading up to this show, but now it's every time I see a video from New Wave Pro or Earl Joseph puts something up, and again, he's fantastic as well. I know we've sung his praises, but Liverpool lavender pants or Liverpool multicolored pants now, because he's got every fucking color in the spectrum.
He's so dope.
He's amazing. I love him to death. He's a national treasure, and I will fist fight anybody who says otherwise. Oh. Now, again, everybody is just fantastic for this brand, man. Again, but again, Shiloh Greaves, just that moment. Again, a parent shielded their child's eyes from what was going on in the ring, man.
Yes. Yes.
And me being an old school wrestling fan who's been watching since, go back, I told y'all, when I first got on this thing, 1983. I'm going to put my age out there. There you go. 1983, 84 is when I started watching wrestling and really haven't stopped since.
Right.
Hence why I said I've been kind of jaded on the modern wrestling. This was old school fucking heat right here, man. And Shiloh Greaves knows it. And he's not afraid to take it. And I respect the hell out of him for it.
That dude is going to come for your cookies, bro. Come
for
your lunch.
Cookies, your cornbread. He gonna take your lunch money. He don't give a damn. His field of fucks are barren. He doesn't give a shit about fuck, bro.
No, he don't, bro. He don't care about nothing, man. And he's taking it there. He's taking it there, bro. I dig it. I really dig what he's doing, man. So let's go ahead and talk about the sponsors real quick. And when we come back, we're going to talk some more about Steel City Madness, get Hutch's perspective and what he was thinking about the show. Hey guys, this is the director, Con House, of In Your House, and this episode is sponsored by Podcorn. Podcorn is a marketplace connecting podcasters to amazing podcast sponsorship opportunities such as host read ads, interview segments, topical discussions, and more. With Podcorn, there is no middleman. Podcasters of all sizes can browse and choose opportunities right on the platform, set their own rates, and collaborate with brands directly without any exclusivities. You never give up any rights to your podcast, and Podcorn is here to support you at every step to ensure you're protected and compensated for the work that you do for brands. The marketplace mission is to give podcasters transparency, creative control, and freedom, and full control of how and when they monetize. So check the show notes on this episode and you will see a link to www.podcorn.com/podcasters. But now it's time to get back to In Your House. Welcome back to In Your House, hosted by the director, Con House, and the cornerstone of commentary, Mikey Hutch, and we are talking about New Wave Pro, Steel City Madness, as we are in part 2 of our 3-part series here covering the show. That next episode is going to be coming at you guys Friday. We're going to be giving you some sound from the actual show itself and just some thoughts from myself, and it's going to be a great time. The next question I wanted to ask you there, Hutch, is I've asked this to Drake, I've asked this to Docs, and now I'm moving this question along to you, good sir. Are you ready?
Hit me with it.
This was your first time going to New Wave Pro.
Mm-hmm.
And you have been within your house from the very beginning.
Yes, sir.
The very beginning, ground floor.
Ride or die, baby. Ride or die.
Ride or die. Exactly. What was it like for you when the ring announcer, who's great, Chris Abel, once again, he's a great announcer.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job, and he always does.
Got people just hype. Got people lit. Like,
Yep.
Anyway, go ahead.
He damn fine at his job. But
Yep.
but he got to the sponsors, and our podcast came up as a sponsor, and the pop that we got from the crowd, bro, what was going on through your mind? What were you thinking?
I was shocked. I didn't expect that. I mean, shocked and humble, I guess.
Yeah. It's humbling every time.
It's wild, man, because I don't want to get too much into it because we talked about it before, and again, we're here to talk about New Wave. But
yeah,
when we started this, we did not anticipate any of this. None of this.
No.
None of it. And now you see our brand on promotional posters for these awesome independent shows, that are peppered through Indiana.
Yep.
And then when you hear again, kudos to Chris Abel for I mean, the way he presented it. He presented all of the sponsors very well. Like if I was just like one of the other sponsors like one of the other sponsors, like I would have been still just absolutely thrilled with the way we would have been presented by him.
Yeah.
But when he hit our stuff, man, I was just like, okay, well that was cool enough alone.
Yeah.
And then the pop from the crowd, it wasn't just like a golf clap.
Yeah.
It was kind of a pop.
Yeah,
and again,
man.
and it's not to take away because but still, just that's it was humbling and just it was dope too. It's like wow, we really are out there.
Yeah, man.
And then I get to thinking because I get paranoid because I'm like, oh my god, I'm on this show and people got to hear me ramble. Oh dear God. And then, then I want to collapse onto myself like a dying star. You know what I mean? Like, freaks me out, because, social, antisocial, it's all forced, guys. You know what I mean? But whatever. It was, in all seriousness, it was awesome. And if you guys are listening, if you fans are listening, thank you so much. And I hope you guys enjoy this show. Obviously you guys enjoy Khan. Khan is fantastic. And man, you on commentary, mwah, chef's kiss to you too. I saw that match that you tagged me in, and you both just did fantastic. Your guys' chemistry is very well, and you both sung the lyrics to the songs perfectly.
That means a lot.
You brought up the high points, and even like the I don't want to say the slower points of the matches. You guys filled that void. Still, like you kept things going. There was no dull moments. There was no stammering. You guys didn't talk over each other. You guys had a good rhythm. The chemistry was there. You guys were tight. I mean, tighter than a wetsuit, man. You guys were great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. And again, I'm not here to kiss your ass. Trust me. If I could bury you, homie, I'd do it in front of you and all your New Wave people. But no, I can't do it because if I was doing it, I'd just be being a dickhead. So. No, you guys and also was fantastic, and and I hope and I would like to think that the talent would think the same because again you brought emphasis on everything that needed to be had the spotlight put on it. You know what I mean? Like again, kudos to you and both of you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's Michael Kirkman on the calls. What I call him, he does a fantastic job.
Man, Killer Kirkman, man, like that guy was that is money.
He's good.
Singing it.
He's really good, man, and I really enjoy working with him. He's fun to work with, man. He's his own worst critic, but I totally relate to that.
Bro, I feel you, Kurtman. I feel you, man. I'm the same way, and hell, I don't know if he ever goes back and listens to. I'm actually curious, and I don't know if you've ever talked to him about this, Con, because you know how I am about going back and hearing myself ramble on this show.
Yeah.
I do it to try to get better.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to because, oh my God, I don't want to hear myself talk. But then I'm thinking, well, fuck, other people actually like listen. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah.
But I wonder if he goes back and listens to himself on commentary, or if he's just like, it's out there, I'll let it go.
No, I would think he would go back and listen to himself because he's good. You know, like I like working with him. I really like working with him.
I'm sure you do. And again, that showed in your guys' commentary because again, you can't. I don't feel like you can have quality chemistry like that if you didn't like working with him. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So,
for sure.
I mean, I'm sure you could. You guys would be, even if that was the case, you'd both be professional enough to get through it. But the chemistry wouldn't be as natural as it was in this case.
Yeah, no, you're right. You are right. And I really enjoy doing commentary for him, guys. That is New Wave Pro. And the next thing I wanted to ask you, man, is give me a couple of your standout matches. Throw a couple of standout matches out at me, and give me a short synopsis of why they stuck with you.
I could do that. It was a highlight to see Paragon.
Oh yeah.
Paragon, and that match was great. I enjoyed that match, and Paragon. You know, he just. I was looking forward to him after having him on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
And because I was thinking, I want to see how well this persona that he has, this personality, because again, it's a vibe with him. You know, he's one of a kind.
Yeah,
and it translated just as well in the ring as I thought it would. That match was fun to me. The championship match was fun to me.
Oh, the cage match.
Yes, that cage match. That cage match. First off, the cage looked great.
Cage looked amazing.
The cage looked great, and I'm thinking, well, this is going to be another test right here because, I mean, not to badmouth or anything, but it's like, you know, I've seen cage matches in other shows where I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
You know, and first off, and I'm like, ooh, this cage looks good.
Yeah.
And again,
cage.
Yeah, and again, I'm a fan of Sam Knight anyway. You know, because again, Sam Knight's awesome. And I think the thing that the right hand of God, Sam Knight. But then I think what really stood out to me is what this led to.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When that massive monstrosity entered the ring.
Oh my man, I love him.
And speared Sam Knight into another dimension. I
swear.
Yo,
he cut bro in half.
Justin Kyle. Oh. This man could split an atom with that spear. Okay? And when these two meet, it's going to be like matter and antimatter colliding. And I don't know if the fucking Armory is going to be able to handle it, bro.
Bro, I don't think so.
It's going to be ridiculous. And again, I am 110% unequivocally here for it.
Bro, it's spear versus spear, bro.
Yeah.
They want to see who got the best spear in the business.
And I can't call it. I mean, I think I might. I can't call it. I don't know where that's going to go. And again, that's what I love, the unpredictability.
Yeah.
Of it, because again, there's so much wrestling out there that's formulaic.
For sure.
That is not New Wave Pro at all.
New Wave's doing it right. I mean, it sounds crazy. It might sound crazy to people, but go to the show. Go to the show. If you go to the show, first off, look at everything that they're putting out on social media. Follow the stories. The stories are great. And go to the shows. And when you see what you're gonna get, bro, they were sitting over there. What indie show do you know that is playing videos on the Titantron leading to other things?
Exactly.
Come on, bro.
They weave stuff together and they get it. Then that boils down again to the presentation of it. There's so much more effort being put forth than, I don't want this to sound wrong, but like, yeah, they you don't see other promotions out there putting forth that. I mean, at least I haven't. I see them do stuff. Sure, it's not that they don't put forth effort, but you could tell that this is just a concentrated effort to bring another level of wrestling entertainment locally here in Indiana. Right there in Terre Haute at the Armory. And as I said earlier, if they wanted to, they could take this shit around.
Yeah,
they could take this stuff other places.
Yes,
with the stories that they're telling right now. They can run these feuds all over the state. They could run these feuds in Ohio, down south of Kentucky.
Yep.
Hell, dare I say it, they might be able to invade Chicago if they wanted to. With the white hot stories that they have going on right now, you take that Shiloh Greaves story into Chicago.
Oh my God!
Are you kidding me, bro?
This guy, man, he's wild, bro.
Just him alone, and again, Justin Kyle and Sam Knight, run those two, run that feud, because that's going to put asses in seats, ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, New Wave Pro is the shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, I know we putting it over a lot. I get it. I understand that. I know you.
I hadn't noticed.
I know. I can't really.
I hadn't noticed. I mean, I'm Switzerland here, bro. I'm neutral.
Yeah, right down.
I know right good shit when I see it. Sorry, but yeah, we are putting it over quite a bit.
We are. We are, man. So let me ask you this. Did you see that video? Like, here's another touch that I personally liked. Did you see that video of when Justin Kyle stole the belt and the cameras went from the ring area to behind back scenes?
One shot. One shot. From a production standpoint, dude, I'm not going to lie. I actually marked out about that a little bit.
It was so good.
I'm like, there were no cuts whatsoever. That was a steady one shot all the way back there to continue. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Didn't they? A lot of other, like.
And the way they released it on social media, just,
right. Because
it's all good.
Because it gave it to you. Because, again, if you were at that show or you watch it online you're going to want to see the follow-up.
Yep.
Right? And they gave it to you. Right then, right there. They literally took you backstage. Come on, come with us. Let's see what happened. Boom, you were right there. Right there. And again, as a fan, I wanted to know what happened. And good on them with that follow-up, because that just adds a little bit of extra seasoning to that steak that they're preparing for April 4th, right? Yeah. I mean, it's just continuing to sell it, and they will continue to do that because, as we've talked about with New Wave Pro, their social media is outstanding, and they keep providing content and giving you these little appetizers, these little breadcrumbs that's leading you to the next, to the next prize. You know what I mean? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like wrestling, I know, AEW's doing good shit.
Hell yeah.
AEW's doing fantastic stuff.
Yep.
New Wave Pro is that unique flavor locally here in Indiana. And I will gladly take that trip down to Terre Haute every single time that New Wave Pro is doing their thing.
It's worth it.
Hutch is going to be there because I don't want to miss this shit. And the experience of watching it live, and again, watching the crowd react, it was all genuine reactions. It wasn't clapping just to clap. They were clapping because they were given something to cheer for. Yep. They were booing because they were fucking given something very easy to boo.
Yeah.
Shiloh Greaves. You devious man. How dare you put your hands on that woman?
And a referee.
And the referee. My God, the referee. Is he all right, by the way? Is he good?
Yo, my man, Donnie Tsunami. Rest in peace to Donnie Tsunami,
he
bro.
Bodied that man.
I like Donnie, man. Why you put him out like that?
Like, I'm sitting there going, fuck, Shiloh's about to catch a case right now, man. He better get the fuck out. Like it's getting wild in here.
That's Shiloh for you, bro. That is Shiloh, man.
And again, he is a heat magnet. I mean, just a lightning rod
heat seeker.
Yeah, straight up. And I think that's the first thing that I said when I seen him, because I got to talk to him a little bit.
Yeah.
And I just and I didn't talk to him a lot though, because again, he wasn't exactly the best of times.
Right.
And because it was tense. It was tense, and I was just like, oh, there's that heat, there's that heat seeker right there, and that's pretty much all I said. Because, you know what I mean? There wasn't a whole lot of talking because again, it's tense, guys. Like it's. I don't even really want to speak, anywhere on it because, as I said, I'm going to be there April 4th, and I don't want that heat from him brought my direction because I've seen how he can be, and
he's volatile, bro.
I don't want it. I don't want it. That's smoke I don't want. You know what I mean? Game respects game, bruh. Do you? But yeah, I mean, just again, I got to say it one more time. A parrot shielded their child's eyes, bro.
I love it. So let me ask you this. I want to ask you about the fans. Like, you talked a little bit about the fans, which was awesome. But can you break it down a little bit more as far as how you feel like the fans came into play at this show?
Oh, they were. I mean, they made it even better because a great wrestling show is made even better by a boisterous crowd.
Yeah,
a loud crowd, and these people came ready for a show because, like, sometimes you see people just kind of mulling in, and they're just kind of, all right, we're here. And they sit out in their seats, and again with the golf claps and boos or whatever, just whenever they feel like they should.
Yep.
Not here. Every reaction from the crowd was genuine. People rose to their feet when, moonsaults were being hit. Logically, by the way, not just randomly.
Yeah.
Like when they should be. And when pinfalls happened, they popped. I mean, there was multiple genuine pops. And just for the themes, and it's like they know these people's faces too. And that was another thing. It's like you could tell that these people were hip.
Yeah.
To
they've been coming for a while.
Show. Yeah, that they've been there for a while. These are the folks that are, watching the videos online and sharing them online. And I'm sure they're probably talking to each other and stuff online. They're probably all talking about how big of a dickhead Shiloh Greaves is. You know what I mean? It's they're all talking about this stuff, man. But yeah, just to see them react. I mean, then there was something for everybody in the show, because I saw like the kids were having fun, like during the like multiple matches, like the triple threat match and all that. Like they were having, you could tell the kids were having fun, and the adults were having just as much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I mean, the crowd, you could tell, were genuinely appreciative of the efforts and the show that was being shown to them. So again, kudos to everybody, in New Way Pro, man, because I think I could easily say, and I heard some people kind of talking on their own during like intermission and stuff.
Yeah.
About how good this show is. Like, and you heard him talk about like standout points in matches and stuff like that. And I kind of wanted to talk to him, but I was like, I'll just let them kind of vibe and do their own thing,
Yeah.
But yeah, like you could just hear that it was just nothing but positive. I didn't hear negative. I didn't hear people making jokes like, oh, this sucked or that sucked or this wrestler, that wrestler's stale. You know what I mean? You didn't hear none of that. None of that.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. New Wave is it, man. I'm telling you, it is it. It's just got that cult-like crowd there going with the great quality. There's something special there. And there, I mean, and I'm not just saying that, man. There's something special there because it is intended to be that way. That is the way it's intended to be, is for this to be something special. This to be something can't miss. And it shows, it shows. So I wanted to ask you this last question, man.
Yeah.
And just to get it here from, like I said, this is your first time going to the show. So when we go to these shows, we always get first impressions and stuff like that. And you told me what matches stuck out to you and what characters stuck out to you and everything. What did you ultimately take away from this show? And I'll say this. What did you take away from this show, and how likely would you be to go back?
Well, I'll answer the second question first, just because I like to be a little bit off kilter like that. But it's a layup for me to go back, bro. Again, just it was a fun show to be around. It checked out every, it checked every box for me as far as match quality. Most importantly, I'm a story guy. I am a story guy. Yep. And for them to, be able to have me hip to every story that's going into this independent show with the way they presented it on, not just online, but on the, on their their Titantron as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they have their own name for it. Yeah, we'll call it a Titantron, whatever. They did a great job of not only catching you up on the current stories and executing those stories magnificently, but also laying the groundwork for their next show. I'm a story guy when it comes to wrestling. Yeah. You don't have to have a 5-star match for me to say it was good. You could have a 5-star story with a 2-star match, and Hutch is still going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
What they did at this show was give 5-star efforts in their matches and also had 5-star storylines as well. And they brought me in. They had me caught up and briefed on everything before every match. And they also stacked this next pay-per-view. Oh, wow, so you're that pay-per-view. I don't know if you want to call that a Freudian slip there, but hey, you guys could charge money for this on pay-per-view. But yeah, for their next show, they laid the groundwork for that as well, and had me brought back and wanting to go back. I'm ready for April 4th. I can't wait for this next show. Yes. So, and what did I take away?
Yep.
From this show? It's a we mentality in New Wave Pro. There is no I mentality in New Wave Pro. That roster, that every single person from the ring announcer to the refs to obviously the talent to the camera guy to the sound guys in the back and the people in gorilla position to I'm sure the people that build and break down that magnificent sounding and looking ring, that cage, the ramp, everything. They are all down for the same cause, and it's for that brand to succeed. And that reason alone is why that brand will succeed. That's what I took away from that show. And I also had walked away a fan of New Wave Pro. That's what I took away from that show.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. And hey, man, if you guys don't know, man, you guys got to check it out. That is Inception.
I'm sorry. I guess I should have said the announcers as well. I didn't include that in my spiel. You guys as well, because again, I don't want to undercut you guys. I know I cut you off there, but I wanted to make sure to include you in that rant as well. You and Kirkman as well, because again, it's a we mentality.
Yes.
My apologies. Back to you.
No problem, bro. It's all good. No, it truly appreciated. But yes, man, it's something cool to be a part of, man. It's something very cool and special to me, and I'm happy to be a part of something so... I mean, it's lightning in a bottle, bro, and it has potential to be more of that, and I love it. I've hitched my wagon to it, man. It makes me excited in a way about wrestling. It makes me excited in a way that I've only been excited when I play SmackDown versus Raw 2007 on GM mode, or
right.
or if I play New Japan World and do the promoter mode, because not only is this a white hot brand, but to see the inner workings of it from my perspective just makes me appreciate New Wave that much more.
It's a very envious spot for you to be in, because to be able to see that brilliance being put together, I'm sure is absolutely as incredible, or possibly even more incredible than to actually see it executed. And I'll even add in saying this, I can't imagine how great it must feel for that collective who put that show together to see it all come together like that so magnificently.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the plan. This is what we're doing. So on and so forth. I don't want to get too far into that because, again, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Yeah. But to see it executed, and just I can't imagine how amazing that must feel.
Oh,
and
it's
and
great.
as far as you being able to actually see that I can't imagine how cool that is, man. I'm sure that's dope.
Oh, man, it's very cool. Definitely something awesome to be a part of. Guys, next show coming up is going to be on April 4th. That is Inception at the Armory, and this is something that you don't want to miss. You guys don't want to miss it. You've got High Society going up against the newly formed Knockout Society, newly formed in New Wave, and Jason Levi's back. So they're gonna have a tables match. Man. That's gonna be something cool. I've never called a
tables match.
Yeah,
okay.
I've never called a tables match, bro. I'm super excited for that shit.
Well, I'm sure you'll do fantastic. I'm sure you both will, and I'm sure the match will be outstanding.
Oh yeah, with the two teams involved, yes, they will be. High Society and Dalton Davis and Jason Levi. That's gonna be great. You got Sam and Justin Kyle. That's gonna be dope. A big double main event there. I mean, it's shaping up to be another fantastic show, bro.
Stacked. I mean, what? How else could you describe it? Again, every single story. And guys, if you're not hip to the stories going into this, check again. Go to their website. Go to their social media. Go to their Facebook. It's out there. Watch it. And you guys are going to want to watch this. The payoff on this, man, because again, man, just the way they're weaving all this together is just magnificent. It's magnificent.
Yes, it's fun to see everything come along on social media. I love seeing the talents actually clap at each other. I'm actually looking right now, and Colt Storm clapped at Paragon, man, on Facebook, and you got Shiloh Greaves and Becky Idol clapping back and forth.
Oh, it's to a point where anytime I see something from Shiloh Greaves, I actually say an audible, "Oh shit." Every time, and it's warranted, because I believe he referred to her as a slippery motherfucker. And I'm sitting there. You know what? Let me actually paint a picture for y'all on that. I'm sitting at my daughter's gymnastics class, right? And like they were kind of doing their thing, and I just happened to look down on my phone. And they'd actually taken a break, so I had an opportunity to get on my phone for a second.
Yeah,
they were all
sure.
kind of doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So I had other parents sitting around me as well. And I pulled up, and again, Shiloh Greaves, and I'm like, oh, shit. He referred to that young lady as a slippery motherfucker. I started cracking the hell up right there in front of God and everybody at this man. And my wife asked me, "What are you laughing at?" And I'm like, "Shiloh Greaves." And she goes, "What?" And I said, "Look." And she said, "Oh my God."
Shiloh don't care, bro.
He don't care. His field of fucks are barren. He doesn't give a damn about nothing.
No, he don't care about nothing, bro. That's Shiloh. He don't give a shit. He gonna act the fool, bro. He's
nothing.
He's ignorant. That's it. He's ignorant. Ignorant Shiloh Greaves.
Man.
That's him, bro. And I love it, man. But we're gonna call this a really great episode, man. It was great to get Hutch's standpoint on Steel City Madness and the brand that is New Wave and everything that's coming, man. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really cool. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the floor here to plug anything that you want to plug, and plug it.
All right, thank you very much, sir. And I will go ahead and plug the two social medias. Well, I don't know if you can call one of them social media because it's TikTok, so I have that, and I don't know why I have it. And honestly, I hate myself because I have it, but whatever, I have it. And if you want to follow me on it, you can follow me at Hutch IYH, and we'll go ahead and move on from that nonsense over to the one social media thing I actually do give a shit about, and that is my Twitter. And you can also follow me on the Twitter at Hutch IYH. I actually got 645 sippers of the Kool-Aid right now, bro.
Dang, bro.
And I'm not even I actually, I'm pretty active on here.
Yeah.
And so give me a follow, man. Let me know what you did. We'll chop it up about whatever. And you know what we always say on this show, man, regardless of what you cheer or what you know what, before I get into that, one more time, guys, New Way Pro. Go check out this brand. Seriously. Like it's from I guarantee you, no matter what type of wrestling fan you are, be you an old school cantankerous one like me, or a younger fan from the age of, again, I saw like kids, it was like 6-7 years old, teenagers, whatever. No matter who you are, check out this brand, because I guarantee you they have something for you. You're going to find somebody they're going to gravitate to that you're either going to love or you're going to love to hate. So check out this brand. And now back to my spiel. No matter what you cheer or what you boo, be it WWE, New Japan, AEW, Ring of Honor, New Way Pro, it doesn't matter what you like, what you hate. Again, if you love it, you love it. We are wrestling. We are Legion. We are one. Thank you very much to all the longtime listeners of In Your House, and to the new listeners of In Your House that we may have picked up from New Way Pro. Welcome to the household. We absolutely love having you here. Thank you very much for listening and tolerating my incessant rambling on here. Catch you next time. We love you. Peace.
We are one. One of the great slogans of this show from my man, the cornerstone of commentary, Mikey Hutch. And guys, this was another great episode. And just like New Wave Pro, In Your House gonna give you that work. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. Hey guys, check me out. I'm hitting up Complex Wrestling in Spencer, Indiana on the 14th. First time's a charm, and your boys hitting that commentary table, giving them that work. Then, moving right along, I'm going to be heading over to Upstart Pro for Pandora's Box commentary. Once again, guys, what are you doing? Buy a freaking shirt. That's www.prowrestlingtees.com/in your house. Get this work. Get this shirt. And guys, we tell you this all the time. Why don't you hop on this bandwagon? Get on or get gone. Because the household, well, we still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.